Instagram. We're going live on YouTube here in just a couple minutes. Go join us over there if you want to be entered in the giveaways and that sort of thing.
If anybody wants to post the link in Instagram, it's in our Discord.
Thank you. All right. Today we're talking about kind of the design process and prototyping. So it'd be an interesting conversation.
We should be live.
We all match. Oh, man.
I did not realize
I called Mike early this morning and I said, what are you wearing? Because I want to match you. And then Ryan called me and it was just a blackout day.
It just happened that way. All right. We are live now on YouTube, guys and gals.
Should we get started then? Or do we want to
We're still
BS
waiting
for a little bit?
Yeah, we're still waiting for people to jump over because it just went live. So
Yeah, we didn't have the intro this time.
Well, we can...
I don't know why the chat went away. There it is.
We've got some good giveaways today. Well, we have good giveaways every time. So I think last episode, one guy won twice. Is that right? In one episode?
Yeah, and he's won twice before that.
Should we make a rule? I feel like we need to make
I don't know.
a rule.
I kind of want to reward the people for joining us. And
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good.
I mean, it's all luck.
I don't know. It is, but still.
Who's sliding into their DMs? How is he bribing you guys?
I don't know, dude.
Is he bribing you, Douglas? Is that how it's working here?
Mm-hmm. I don't have any control over that kind of
All right.
stuff. What's going on?
There you go.
Surely more than that.
Yeah, there is.
What are we having?
There's a weird...
It's just jumping. It's jumping like crazy.
Yeah.
Are you watching the Instagram?
It takes lag.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Okay, I'd rather you watch the Instagram just to keep the losers out. We're just kind of warming up and letting folks dump in here. But Mike, do you have any good stories? What happened this week?
Good
do you have
stories?
Any good customer service stories? Favorite?
Oh man, I don't want to talk about
Favorite
customer
service
stories.
inquiries?
We've had a lot of good people write in. We've had a
lot of interesting
a few
people write in
that are very interesting.
And we love our customers and we love our people, and we get it. I've had days where I've written in
hate.
No, just silly things and didn't quite do my homework on stuff. So I always remember that when people write in stuff and they didn't actually research a thing before they did something. So I can't be too critical of them. But sometimes there's some really choice. I think one of them that came in was a customer who had bought in Ghost was really concerned about the finish was coming off on his wallet, and we had a lot of laughs at his expense because of it clearly says the ghosting comes off. That's
kind of the point of it.
That's actually the feature.
But sometimes you get some interesting conversations for sure, and we've had some doozies this week. But anyhow, today's agenda, we're talking about, what are we talking about, Nathaniel?
We're going to discuss the prototype process. We're going to discuss the new Ghost Sage. Well, I mean, there's not really too much to discuss about the Black Sage Ghost that we just dropped. It's probably my favorite Ghost. Like Black Cherry Ghost is like a top for me, but this Sage is this really earthy gray green, and ooh, it's handsome. And now I'm torn between carrying Shell Court of On and this one, so
Carrying both, dude.
Mike's that's I only have so many pockets that I can fill up with a new wallet. But this new limited drop is really rad. But I think we're mostly going to talk about the prototyping process, what it looks like when we go behind the scenes and take an idea from just an idea to actual product after all the testing and the designing and the number of times we actually make the item to where we get it right. Other than that, we're interested in any of your questions about the prototype process. If you guys want to fire them in the chat, we're going to be kind of keeping a log and ideas of these for when we start into the prototype discussion. Things that are coming down the pipe, we're going to discuss that as well. Do we need to do like an intro?
I feel like we skipped right over the intro.
We did. We kind of got into it. Welcome to episode 12.
episode. Has it been 12 episodes?
I think we're on 12. Yeah. Episode, this is our May update. I'm your host, Nathaniel Von Lind. Your second best host, Michael Miles. Also second handsomest. And then the one that's hardest on the eyes, Ryan Douglas Stevenson.
Am I in the,
you know him.
In the subgroup or the sub worker?
He's not quite sub crew, as Jeff would call him. Yeah. But sub crew. Shout out to my sub crew, Tyler and James. By the way,
we have genius, entrepreneur, boss man.
Don't stop.
Designer, builder, manufacturer, shipper,
everything.
Everything. Then you have the awesome guy behind the keyboard.
Yep.
Sometimes Mike, and then you've got sub crew.
So this
Douglas.
is episode 12 of the shit show.
Yeah.
Pardon my French.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Yeah, welcome. So we were going to discuss upcoming products, things that we have been so slammed with growth over the last couple of years that we have not released a lot of new product. We've kind of trickled out a little bit of unique things here and there. The brass EDC bead was, I think, a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So we're putting out a little bit of stuff, but this year we're doubling down in an effort to put out just more things that kind of expand the brand. One of the things I've been wanting to get into for a long time is camera stuff. I'm a camera guy. I love my Fujifilm. This is the X-T4.
Ooh, that thing's hot.
As you know, Selvage over here on the end, he shoots Sony, the A7.
A7 II.
The A7 II. But we're always working with film and camera and lenses and all that. And one of the things I made for me a while back was just this hand wrist strap. I don't really wear much of a neck strap. I've made myself one. This one's missing a lens because it's on the YouTube camera right now on the X-T3.
The very expensive webcam.
It's a very expensive webcam for sure. But one of the things that we've been trying to figure out how to bring to production is this wrist strap with kind of a little locking cinch deal that if you're carrying a heavy camera with a big variable lens, you're doing weird odd angles and holding things up for a long time, you're doing video. I love knowing that I have the security of this wrist lock on not only a beautiful leather strap that's fully patinaed now, but one that's just durable and not going to die and not going to drop a very expensive camera. So
he makes me really nervous because he carries his camera around with just a bare grip.
He's wild and free.
No strap.
It gives me heartburn. He's it's too much.
Got a couple ulcers. No, dude.
So
rock climbing hands.
So I'm a wrist strap guy. I don't really want a camera tied around my neck. Douglas runs kind of the neck strap. He runs the Peak Design, I believe. You don't probably have your camera here.
Yeah, when I hike, I run a neck strap from Peak Design. When I am just doing product photography, I just run it without any strap. So.
And you might actually, he does. He's wild and he doesn't even put a lens cover on either. That also gives me heartburn.
That bothers me.
I use my sun flare as a bump guard.
I can't believe you've gotten away with how long you've gotten away with it. But in fact, we just did a YouTube video. Well, Ryan did a YouTube video here of our last kind of hike adventure. We went out with James, and he made us coffee, and I cooked us some bell pepper, summer sausage, whatnot over a fire.
Kebab.
But I think your camera and setup is in that video. Maybe.
Yeah. You posted a picture of me taking photos. I
did.
used a Peak Design strap in that photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those on Instagram, a couple photos back is a little bit of a kind of inside look at what we're kind of what we were doing. But that YouTube video is on our channel. So besides the wrist strap, I'm working on a neck strap design now. This is like a thick veg tan leather. This one's got almost 2 years on it. So
it's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty. And originally I had a kind of a crossbody strap that would link to this this O-ring, which we're going to leave on, I think, the final design. It helps keep this this little slip knot keeper on. But anyways, that's stuff that's coming down the pipe. We're kind of waiting on hardware, bulk orders to come through.
There'll be a video about the...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did a little reel of kind of me goofing off, making... I made some other prototype designs, trying to figure out, like, if this is the one I want to actually release, or if we're going to just do more of a plain Jane one, but we'll throw some reels just to kind of show a little bit of the making and prototyping and all that. So camera stuff's coming. The next strap, we got more prototype work to do on that. We'll probably maybe even do another reel of just the neck strap. And once again, like there's a ton of neck straps out there made by handmade leather outfits that are plenty good. For those who know and love what we do, like it's gonna be a thick veg tan, but we'll offer a medium or dark brown. We'll offer a black. It'll come in different colors, but
and that's part of the process too. Is every time we design something, we have to pick particular leathers for each purpose, and so that actually brings up a great point. So we're not set on the colors yet, but we have to be very choosy about what leathers we pick for those. So.
We do. We want to offer. I mean, not everyone wants natural veg tan. Not everyone wants patina. Some people just want to buy a black strap because it's low profile. It doesn't show in a heavy way. And if you're a wedding photographer or you're dealing with, you just don't want it to, you want it to match your wardrobe.
Not
right?
obtrusive.
Right, Douglas?
You got it.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing about choosing different leathers these days is that we have the Wicket and Craig Latigo. That's that wax stuff that just works so well in designs that call for a sturdy leather.
Yeah.
And allow us to do that kind of stuff. And we have different color options in that category.
Yeah.
So we don't have to hand dye everything.
No, yeah, we can't.
Trust me. You don't want a neck strap for a camera that's hand dyed when it rains and you get a brown stripe across the front of your shirt.
Yeah. You don't.
Or neck.
You don't want it. Yeah.
So we've got more prototyping to do on the neck strap. We've got a couple of different ideas that are already kind of fleshed out, and we're just gonna pick the best one, or maybe offer both, but we'll see. So camera stuff that's coming down the pipe. Another thing that we've been working on is another ladies' purse that has been a little bit of a monster because of the hardware or the leather. The biggest monster is always picking out the right leather for the job. So these are a couple that we've done out of our dark brown pull-up, but we're trying to appeal to the gals that don't carry a whole lot of stuff, a phone, wallet, keys, maybe glasses or shades in a case kind of a thing. In fact, there's another prototype. It's out of natural veg over there that we aren't showing, but so we're playing with just different things, getting a lot of feedback from the gals in our lives, and kind of figuring out how to add this one more to our ladies lineup, which we're
very lacking.
Yeah, we're lacking in the ladies lineup. So if there's any gals in the comments or on the YouTube there, we are trying, and it's always in our mind, and it's just a matter of our time that we have. So anyways, the overall of this is that there is an interior divider pocket that will allow for kind of your phone to slip into and kind of keep the screen protected and all that. And then there's the main body of the bag. Things that we mess with in our prototyping is even like the width of the gusset. Like how wide can this bag stretch out? Do we want it to become a big bulky bag, or do we want to keep it for people who just want minimal? So we're always playing with that. Other stuff coming is more of like a horizontal bag design with a flap coming down this way. Trying to fill.
It's a tough market because trends change so fast in that market, and then every lady is very particular about what stuff she's going to carry. If it's minimal, or if it's medium, or if it's a lot of stuff. And so every time it seems like we try to get feedback, it's just not the right bag for a lot of people because they either want a lot of room and we're building something small, or...
Well, to be fair, like we're wallet guys, and wallets are very niche to everybody. Everyone has a different need, and every gal has a different need in what they want in a purse. So it's really the same for all of you that are like nitpicky about your wallets and exact amount of what you carry, and you only want what you need. We're slowly trying to fill that same coverage for the gals that love the brand, who just want only what they need, or different needs for different jobs. So, I mean, a lot of gals change purses like we might change wallets, which, a lot of typical dudes who look at how we change wallets would laugh at us. And they're like, oh, I carried the same wallet for years. And
it's true. It's a good point.
Sometimes you want your wallet to match your boots, right, Douglas?
We have Maria in here says, I'm so excited to see the final result. A horizontal bag sounds like a great idea. We're going to continue to work on our ladies line for sure.
Yeah,
it's something that we've talked about for years, but someone else brought up, like, how do we test it? Well, we have to bring them home to our ladies and have them test it, or a friend or, somebody else's wife or girlfriend test them. So it's a lot harder for us because with a lot of the wallets and stuff, even if we don't particularly care for the design personally, because we wouldn't carry it because it's either too large or too small or whatever it might be, we still put it through its paces, and each one of us in the shop here will carry it for a time and kind of come up with critiques, and we'll make edits, and then finalize the design, or maybe it doesn't see the light of day sometimes even, but it's a totally different process, and it's difficult for us, but we try to invite we try to get wives together, girlfriends together, everybody together in a room, and just ask them for the feedback on the bags while we're making them. So
dude, I'm just getting roasted in these.
It's
been like 15 in a row.
Well, give me the good ones. I want to know. I don't get to see chat right now. So
A. Robin says Ryan tests it. Ryan Pellick says, "LOL, Ryan probably does test it." Ryan, what has your experience been on your extensive carry of the purse prototypes? Will the purse be called the Ryan? Charles Bronson says the Ryan purse.
Yeah.
I'm the least likely to carry anything like that. I'm so minimal in what I
don't know, dude. Not according to chat here. The people have spoken.
It sounds like the chat knows. So thank you, chat. Yeah, you're right.
We'll do some OnlyFans exclusive purse shots. Me with
these are perfect for like menstrual products.
You just got up and got a beverage and didn't even get me one.
Oh, what do you want? Apple juice?
Yeah, I better get you one of those.
Do you want some of the wiki?
I've been drinking too much whiskey.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, thanks,
bartender. Hurry up.
Garçon.
Yeah.
Oh, garçon.
People asked how many iterations we go through or how many edits do we make along the process. That changes from product to product. Sometimes, in the case of the Enfold card wallet, it was a home run right off the bat. Nathaniel just came up and said,
"Big brains."
Ty is roasting me now.
Oh, Ty's got roast? Tyler.
Right in the middle of my story, man.
Craft and Lore itself is roasting me. Sorry, God.
Who's he roasting, Ryan?
The Enfold card was a home run. He just came up to me and said, "Man, I have this idea for this new wallet." And he was so excited. And he's like, "But I got all these other things to do, but I want to do it right now." And I just looked at him and I was like, "Let's do this right now." And we sat down. We hashed it out in a pretty quick manner. It didn't take very many edits to get it to where it is now. Whereas some of the other products were like literally 5, 6, 7, 8 different iterations before we got the exact dimensions where we wanted them to be, or the stitching.
The Enfold card was 2015, I believe, when that one popped. And things that we deal with, and I was just having a talk with a longtime customer who just was driving through town and came in and spent the day with us. We were talking about new products, new wallets, how we've been kind of stagnant on like releasing any kind of new wallets. And one of the conversations we were having was there's been so many new leather crafters, new little hobbyists kind of springing up in the last couple of years, especially with kind of the lockdown COVID stuff where people aren't going out and guys are just looking for things to do because they're not getting out like they used to. So what we've seen is so many new designs and things come into the market, and it's generally important to us, and we would hope that it's important to others that your designs aren't just a knock or a full complete rip-off of someone else who's already got it out there,
especially a unique design, right?
If it's unique, it's original, like we want to respect that stuff too. And I know we've kind of touched on that before, where sometimes I thought I came out with something unique and then found out, oh no, some other little hobbyist guy came out with it. And I'm not going to come in and rain on his parade. But it's hard to kind of come up with stuff too unique now just because of how much is out there. And there's a lot of really cool stuff out there. So we haven't really touched on the wallet game much. We also kind of feel like the wallets that we offer cover kind of the spectrum of what we would ever recommend as a wallet, from all the way up to the Enfold full size. Like if you have to carry that much stuff, this is our suggestion on what you should carry as far as distributing the bulk of the wallet, having a lower impact on your back or your spine if you sit on a wallet. But that doesn't mean we still haven't kind of played with ideas that are a little bit out of the box, and even if they haven't turned out and we haven't quite dialed them in fact, I'm kind of holding one now that's kind of a vertical. This is just we won't, I'm not going to give you a close-up of this at all, but I just want to show you that we have I've made this probably 5 or 6 times already, and it's still not where we want it. So
it's been parked for the last 90 days or so, maybe
it's
more.
been collecting dust at this point, yeah. So there's always things that we're kind of tinkering with where we get these little wild ideas, and we don't always get the end-fold card wallet where it dawns on you. Then you do your homework and make sure nobody else is making this thing and that it's your technical original idea. Then you're gonna get the haters out there being like, "Oh, you didn't invent the wallet,"
Yeah.
But
it's a tough market because leatherwork's been around for hundreds of years, and the wallet
only hundreds. Let's
I'm being conservative here.
Let's go back to the dawn of time.
Especially with wallets.
Okay. Yeah. Hundreds of years. 100 years exactly.
But how do you redesign a wallet? How do you make it intuitive? How do you make it, minimalistic without going overboard? It's a very tough task actually, and we've tried a lot of different designs over the years, and we just either feel like they're not unique enough, or they're too cumbersome, or they're just not pretty. They're not aesthetically. They're just not there.
Yeah, I know. Function, how it works, how it feels. And I've carried even like this one for a week. And when you go to the checkout, when you're pulling cards, when you're this and that, I'm kind of judging it against the wallets that we currently have. So I go, if this one little thing's bugging me, then I just go to the end-fold card wallet because it functions better, and it looks better. So I don't know what the wallet front looks like for us, if anything new is going to come out, but we do try. But for the most part, we know that we could kind of push in other directions and do well, whether it's camera gear, which I don't know that we're going to revolutionize anything there, but there's what we like to bring to the table is quality, where when you pick it up, right away, like this is a substantial leather, or this is durable, it's rugged, it's going to last. That's generally what we want in our product, and then it looks unique, or it looks cool, or
we would like to give options too. So some things like, in the case of camera gear stuff, there's no way to really reinvent the wheel there. So, but what you are going to get out of a Craft & Lore product is going to stay true. It's going to be minimal. It's going to be really durable. It's going to be aesthetically pleasing. Something that'll stand the test of time. The hardware will be ridiculous on it, like always.
Yeah.
I will tell you, we're eyeballing a couple of other different types of designs as well, besides camera work in the small bag. We're slowly working on it. It's a lot of time that goes into these things. We've already dumped. Even in that small bag we showed off earlier, there's got to be, maybe 24 hours into that now, of just thinking, prototyping, cutting leather, CAD design. Nathaniel draws them all up on Illustrator and gets all the dimensions.
We should go over
the full process.
The full process of prototyping for those who are interested.
That's a good point.
So part of prototyping is the idea is going to come first, right? We're going to go, here's a thing that we should probably make. It would be a fit for the brand. We check that. Can we do it either better or different? So we have to have a discussion just on the idea of this thing. From there, we have to now do homework. We're going to research. We're going to see what are other guys making, what's available out there already, what are the price points on these things. When we get done with hours of prototyping, of tooling, of everything to even bring it to market, what can we even charge that's a fair market value for what we do in the materials that we use, and the at the cost of the materials that we use compared to everyone else. So there's just in the logistics of it, like there's already a lot tied up to just the idea of and the discussion of it. Once we kind of,
that's a good point. Yeah.
Sometimes
we literally have meetings and we'll discuss a certain type of product we want to make. at some decent length before we even go to the drawing board, before we even start CAD or start looking at leathers, anything like that. There is a discussion that sometimes even takes several hours.
Sometimes multiple discussions over, even if it's at our, a once a month in our regular meetings where we keep bringing it back up and then throwing in new ideas toward it. A lot of that has to do with kind of the market as well, like what we are analyzing, things that are selling or that we're seeing people engaging with and interacting with, and deciding if that's a market we should even dip into. We're kind of a niche market, like in the EDC or the everyday carry crowd already, with a little bit of other stuff as well. So once the idea is like a go, or we just know right away, like, okay, this is something we should go after. We take the idea. I will go and spend some time in kind of my own little personal workshop with it's our shipping paper, but it's just brown paper pieces, and I'm scribbling out, just drawing out template pieces or measuring and cutting out. So I'll build like 2 or 3 versions of this product just out of paper, and I'll be stapling together where stitching might be, all the card pockets, all the folds, all the tucks, whatever it is.
Just really roughing it out. And at that point, you can have a really good idea what a product will kind of look like, or an idea of what margins and stuff like that will be. But sometimes you even go from paper, even when it looks good on paper, and you start putting that to leather, and it's a totally different ordeal, right?
Yeah.
Once all the layers start to stack and that sort of thing. But,
absolutely. Anytime you have a bend or a fold in leather, while paper is so thin, once it translates over to leather, it changes everything. So there's you make it a handful of times in paper and staples. And you're like, okay, like this could be, this is close. I like it. Then you got to jump over to leather from that. And how we do that is sometimes we'll just unstaple the brown paper.
Show them you got some paper there.
I do, yeah. So
I don't know how well you'll be able to see this stuff, but
yeah. So like here's some early on template pieces, and these are kind of, sometimes we base them off of products we currently have. Like I think this comes off of our operator wallet template. And we just kind of like piece things together on if we were going to do some kind of a folding wallet that's similar to the operator, but so we'll take that, we'll trace this onto leather, make multiple changes. After that, I will actually scan this in through a scanner into my computer, and then I will trace the brown paper using Adobe Illustrator and the pen tool kind of a thing, and getting the exact dimensions off of these pieces, which I'll also include all the lines involved. And I don't know how well you can kind of see these, but there's kind of like drawing lines on here where I've kind of planned out like what it could look like with all of these slots and card pockets and all that. And I'll make actually about 3 to 4 versions of this within Illustrator on one single like work file where I've got 3 different ones. And I've changed the lines, I've changed, and all of it's based on the stitching holes where we're planning them to be punched. To me, lines are everything. So when you're in design, there's a lot to be said for just lines in themselves. And I guess I would compare this like, I don't know, like for men, like lines on a woman, right? Like you got your hourglass. There's just lines that to your human eye are attractive. So whether it's the port wallet with the slanted lines drawn in at the right angle, not too much, not too little, but just the right angle, it ties all of these visual aesthetic things in that I can't explain why it looks better to me or to the eye, but I know that it works for our human eye. Yeah. But that could go to car designs. Guys who design cars are looking at lines on vehicles all day long. So lines are extremely important. Not every designer has that, and there's a lot of great products out there where the lines could be improved. So I sit back and I just stare at lines on my screen in Illustrator, and I go, like, is that attractive to me? Is that like, are those lines right there where they just hit the spot?
And that's a whole different we can come up with a great idea, but if we can't get the lines figured out on it, again, shelved. It gets it just stops there. It's a roadblock, you know. And there's sometimes where I come up with an idea that I want to make or that I think would be a cool product, and I'm not nearly as strong at designing it as Nathaniel is. But I'll build a totally rough out example, and I'll literally just throw it on his desk and be like, okay, now make the Craft and Lore version of it, you know, add all the beautiful lines and all the different margins and do all the different things. And I've just like literally got this pile of this amalgam of leather and staples and sticky tape.
So not everybody, and I will attribute that to my background in graphic design. And Adam Robbins is in the comments talking about looking at Michael's lines, which Michael has exquisite Olympian god lines. So thank you, Adam. Not everyone can look at lines and kind of like see it. And this is where like designers kind of nerd out about stuff.
Give me just a second. We're gonna end the Instagram live stream because people.
Is it just a shit show or what?
It's just.
Banhammer's been hitting hard on Instagram. It's
being bombed in there.
Go to our YouTube, guys. For those who are cool, thank you.
Sorry about that. This is one of the reasons why we don't do it.
You can, thanks.
It's just getting absolutely bombarded in there.
Wild, yeah.
You kept getting up. I was like surprised.
I keep
we don't normally have that much hate in our Instagram, so.
Ryan Pellick wants to see that flap wallet up close.
Nope. Can't show it, dude. It's just a prototype.
You can't get this flight quarter lane.
Yeah. You got to come here.
What you guys don't see is there is a pile of wallets and prototypes on this side of the table. However, it's only a fraction of dead products that exist in Nathaniel's office. There used to be a box that was about a 12 by 12 and about maybe 10 inches tall, full of products that were shelved.
I think we threw them away after they were collecting years of dust, and we're like, why are they still here?
Some of them were 4 or 5 years old, so...
and sometimes it's just like a notebook, like the Midori Traveler notebook, for all of you stationery nerds who appreciate kind of like the different dimensions that notebooks have to offer. So we do play with ideas. In fact, this prototype here, I want to say this goes back to 2015. This is like 6 years old.
It might even be older than that.
It might
like
be, dude.
We were in the old Celtice shop, I think, when we made that.
So like even this, like if you're a notebook person who loves like just your particular notebook, and the Midori Traveler is a rad notebook. It's a tall, good logbook. It's got way more to write on it than like our field notes, and we've got plenty of notes in here myself. I don't know. That's a big thing to put in the back pocket, so it's not for everybody, but we've got stuff that we've never launched. We still can.
Notebook holders, I will say as an aside, are always on our minds, but they're so hard to design.
Yeah.
So
I'd love to do
no promises, but we would love to bring some more notebook holders out there.
Our next notebook, when we launch it, it's going to be probably the 5x8.
That's what I was thinking.
So all you 5x8 notebook guys, like it's been on our mind. All you have to do is harass us, and maybe we'll actually dedicate some time to it. But
Chris knew he's doing a live opening of his wallet he just received in the mail.
Good, thank you, Chris. Love you, bro.
I'm glad you love it.
Back onto the prototype procedures. So. Even though I'm an illustrator and I'm making a dozen different versions with different lines, finally I'll decide which one we think looks the best, just visually, aesthetically, because let's admit it, like sometimes we buy a car because of how it looks more than how it functions. Sometimes form overtakes function, and that it shouldn't be that way. But sometimes we marry gals that are really pretty but can't cook.
That's a
Can
Ford.
we say that, or is that like
Ford
you did?
Is that cancel culture already?
You didn't.
Oh, sorry.
Don't get us canceled on YouTube, dude.
I went with the form and function.
You got both.
Love you, Carrie.
I was gonna say you married a Swedish supermodel.
Just went with the best. I'll just settle for the best. Anyways, so like when we look at a thing, like I realize that we sometimes buy even a pocket knives. Like you look at the lines on a pocket knife, and they're just perfect to you. And sometimes you're forgiving if the function isn't quite there. I will say I've been carrying this Benchmade bug out, and the lines on this thing are beautiful, and then the function is beautiful. I don't really like. I don't know. I would tell you the Benchmade bug out is a knife I held away from for too long, and I shouldn't have because it was so popular, and now I know why it's so popular.
What's that attached to the bottom of it, dude?
Oh, that's one of our EDC beads, which is available on our website right now, and is coupon ready for those cool kids who get our newsletter and got that 15% off coupon. Also found on our Instagram.
Chris Newey says that was the end of Craft and Lore right there. You just got canceled, dude.
I got canceled?
Canceled.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
done.
not a fan of cancel culture, so we can have different opinions, but I love you, Chris. I'm sure your lines are fantastic, by the way.
Once again, Chad says form and function, and Michael starts blushing. What is happening?
Michael is the epitome of form and function.
Form and function, yeah.
Brews amazing beer.
That's right.
That's it. That's the start and finish of it right there.
Easy on the eyes.
Brews great beer.
Give spicy responses to your annoying emails.
Yeah. So back to prototyping.
Yeah, save your. So just so you guys know, I see a lot of awesome questions in here as we're going along. We are going to do we are going to do a QA, and we've also got 3 products to give away as well. We're just trying to kind of walk you guys through the whole process here as diligently as we can. So just bear with us here.
Okay, so where did I leave off? We were
talking about lines. We were talking about
we're printing the. We've accepted it as on paper how we like it, and then it's a matter of translating it to leather. And then once you go from a thin paper and you're folding and bending, now
adding layers.
Yeah, now you're adding thickness of leather. This is where the real fight begins. It's picking the right leather for the job, and we've got generally 4-ounce leather has been the best for all things wallets. So that's kind of where we run most of our gear at right now. Wicket and Craig. So we'll make a dozen prototypes, and it's a dozen because we make it and then we go, oh, that card pocket's a little too big and a little too loose, and I'll go back to Illustrator and I'll shrink it up and reprint it and recut this paper out and then retrace it and then re-punch all the holes by hand and then re-stitch it by hand.
Yep.
And then go, oh, now the pocket's too tight. Let me go back and make the adjustment to a line. So it's this constant back and forth that takes up a lot of time. And in the beginning, when the brand was young and we just basically hung out, it was the Mike and Chad show. We just drank beer and goofed off all day. That was fine.
We're still doing that.
I mean, we do a little bit, but it's definitely... Things have.
It's definitely more businessy around here.
It's a little more. We have to keep orders flowing out the door as fast as we can, and try to keep people as happy as we can.
I would say that when we're doing prototypes, that's the closest to
the
original all day. Like when we're doing prototypes, it's after hours. We're drinking. It's all the authentic. Early days Craft and Lore experience.
It's when we're goofing off and we don't have the stress.
It's my favorite time.
Pressure of emails and customer support and shipping and fulfillment to go through, and it's like we can just have fun doing what we love to do, which is design a new thing and then bring it to market.
Well, in the old days too, we had time because there were certain days, man, where we would see an order come through all day, and then sometimes no orders. It would just be a tumbleweed going across, and we would prep and clean and catch up and do all the stuff we had to do, and then it was like, okay, well, what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna sit down and hash out that wallet we've been talking about, or hash out some sort of new product or whatever. Nowadays, fortunately, we don't have that opportunity, so now we're spending time at both ends. I'm just burning that candle at both ends, trying to come up with these designs, but it's a very lengthy process if you haven't already kind of gathered that, and we're not even done yet. So we've talked about paper, we've talked about transitioning to cutting multiple models, carrying multiple models. Sometimes we're happy, one of us is happy with it, and then we'll carry it down the line. I'll carry it for a week, Douglas will carry it for a week, Tyre will carry it for a couple days or a week or whatever, and then we just all decide kind of that we like certain features or don't like certain things, and then it gets even more edits before finally going to the next step. If it gets the okay, then it goes back in Illustrator. We build one final design.
Sometimes we walk away from it going, we spend a lot of hours field testing, even getting it really close, and then walking away going, it's a bust. We can't in good conscience put our brand name on it and then release it to the wild and take money for it when we don't love it or believe in it. And that's an integrity issue that we want to like hold a certain line. Trust and customer trust is valuable. Reputation's invaluable. We don't want to lose any of that stuff because we threw out a shitty product that we didn't fully feel should have ever been released. So once that starts happening, it just creates problems for your brand, and that's something even Mike will tell you. And Mike's more like business end, and I'm more of like this hyper aware of our brand reputation. Yeah. So it carries on me in a big way when like people either aren't happy or they don't like a thing about the brand. In fact, Mike used to talk me down off ledges early on when people were critical or came at me, and I took it like way too hard.
It's hard as a creator and a designer for sure.
Yeah, getting wrecked or people who aren't happy, and I realize that not everything's for everybody, but I used to wear it more, and I've learned to like find that balance, and that's been a growth thing for me. But
as an entrepreneur, a businessman, an artist, whatever you want to call it, a maker, those are things that are make you more critical of what you're doing as well. When it comes to design, we're cognizant of all of that stuff too. We're very concerned about how it will be received, and making sure we maintain the brand image as well, as all the other things like durability and everything else that we promise with our products. But it's a tough balance there too. And we have canceled products straight up just off of some of those notions as well. Either it not being authentic to craft and lore, or just not a product that we're happy with that we want to continue to push out there, or we've been there. Yeah. We've had those conversations. Yeah. Even if we were happy with it in one aspect but not in another, we just it's can't, Yeah. We hope you guys every time we put a product out, we hope you guys receive it and understand kind of our design intentions. Yeah.
So as far as the prototype procedure, once we're all kind of on board with a particular item, and it's gone through the field testing of everybody's carried it and used it, that's generally when it hits the market. As far as our leather goods go, we will take a little more liberties with things like the brass items that Hogdoggins produces for us. Yeah. They're like our main brat, like our buddy Bryant over at Hogdoggins. We love that guy.
They get us, man.
He's right up our alley. Yeah. He's just rad. He's spent weekends over here with us, and we've gone out just drinking and having nights in the town. And he's one of us for sure all day long. And a lot of the even the brass stuff that we have that's made from Hogdoggins, that's just like Brian and Wayne is the other counterpart over there. That's like their like own brainchild, and they're like, hey, this is right up your alley. And I'm like, yeah, it is. So we're gonna sell it, buddy.
When I met Bryant, he came up to a booth that we had over in his neck of the woods, north of Seattle, and he just walked up, and he had been an admirer of ours on Instagram, and we were still pretty young at that point. But he just started talking about leather, and he started talking about products and making things and designing things, and we just had like a synergy right off the bat, man. It was crazy. Like he was talking about over designing and making things just absolutely bulletproof, and
it was a bromance.
Tolerances that are unbelievable on metallurgy, and man, he got it from day one. So really happy to be working with him. And any of you guys that have bought any of the like the brass pucks and banks and
the
bottle axe and Divox and stuff, you know how much love goes into those things because they're absolutely perfect every time. It's crazy. I guess the last steps involved in the process are do you have one of the templates over there by chance? The plastic template?
Oh yeah, I didn't bring up a lot of stuff goes right to this is acrylic. It's got a paper sticker wrapper on this particular one. For those who have one, we used this for our Enfold field notes. So you might not know what that is.
A primo craft and lore product.
We don't offer it.
It's amazing. RIP.
That customer that came in this week and hung out with us actually had one.
Really?
Of our old natural veg. And this is just an acrylic template that we used to trace mark and punch holes. It was kind of based on the northwestward, but instead of using button snaps to secure it, it used the Enfold tuck method that we have in our Enfold full size and our Enfold card wallet. But we still have stacks of these acrylic plastic templates that the brand started on. It was literally, Port Wallet used to be one of these, and I traced out when I started in my garage, I was making about 7 Port Wallets a day. It would take me about 8 hours, a full day's worth of work.
There's 8 if you were perfect on every
and
single
I was
little
tracing
thing.
out on the Belgian natural veg, and I used to hand dye everything back in the day. And these acrylics just carried me, and these are laser cut from a local friend of ours. But we're sizable enough nowadays that we don't go to acrylic. We go from basically the Illustrator design that we're happy with and it's been established right to a dye. So we do click out our wallet stuff in order to keep them going out the door as fast as the orders are coming in. But for anyone who's starting out and doing their own hobby or leathercraft, like these are cheap. They're not that expensive. So when you're starting out, this will give you a true trace right off the bat. Keep you true to your work.
That Enfold notebook though.
That went through a lot of miles on those.
I shouldn't say it, but that's my preferred notebook holder. If you want one in shell, you could probably get one for $1,000.
Let's talk about the Enfold Field Notes versus the Northwestward. The reason why, which everyone's wondering, why don't we offer the Enfold Field Notes? When it uses a tuck flap to kind of hold itself secure, a lot of notebook people kind of lock stuff into their notebook, whether they're stuffing papers or other things or pens or things that need kind of a lockdown security. The buttons were fixed and they held it all in, where the Enfold would unslip it out and it would get loose. And it worked for people who didn't hold much. They just held the notebook only. It was fine all day long. But it was just not a big seller for us at the time. And maybe it'll come back. Maybe it'll make a...
It also held 2 notebooks, which was a big deal.
It did hold 2 notebooks based on the design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the larger issues we faced with it was just how time consuming it was too. When you create a design, you have to kind of figure out
there's a lot more stitching.
Time to cost basis. Yeah. We couldn't make it make sense over time for the 1 or 2 people here and there that would order one, unfortunately. But
yeah, it's been a couple years since we've even had this available. A lot of it had to do with it's that much more stitching based on the design that was involved.
Maybe we should post a photo of it on the Craft and Lore Instagram and just have people vote if they want to see that product come back.
It's one of those special products. If you really want it, then message Mike, throw many dollar signs at him, and he'll make you one in shell.
We'll make Mike stitch all of them, and we'll see how excited he is that we have it available again.
We would do it in shell for $1,500 for sure.
I mean, we'll do anything for the money.
I'll trade. Well, that's a bad. Don't grab that little 2-second clip there.
Don't trade.
Sound bit deleted.
Nope.
It's all over Reddit already.
Yeah, it's already in the Reddit hate group.
Our Reddit fan club, you should call it.
Yeah, the fan club.
We love you, Reddit.
Yeah. Also, we didn't do a shout out yet. Shout out to the one guy that goes and downvotes every one of the videos we do.
Every day I get up in the morning and I go, today we're going to post a video and a guy's going to come in and give us our 1 thumbs down.
And we're so excited
every video.
This
is to you, buddy.
He subscribed to us just to downvote every video.
We love you, man. He's dedicated to hate.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of have a little bit of respect
this one's for him.
A guy with a mission. So thanks, guy.
Yep, love that guy.
A. Robbins has both the Enfold Field Notes and the Northwestward.
Picks or it didn't happen.
Thanks, Adam Robbins, for being 1, really handsome, but 2, having
he's handsome.
at least multiples of almost everything I think we got. So
yeah,
I want Adam Robbins to come out here and spend a weekend with us. So
yeah,
Adam, just quit your job, quit your life, come out, hang out with us.
I like this knife.
We'll make it worth your while.
It's a little bit of a trek for him, I think.
It's
literally across the country.
But we'll make it worth his while.
He's in. I won't say it out loud, but
yeah, he's somewhere.
I'll tell you after.
Far away.
Don't want to get him doxxed by all of our super fans.
He's at 3281. No.
He has it on my Instagram. Well, that doesn't help me.
Guys, you guys are watching questions. Do we have any questions about the prototype process? Do we want to keep on that? Like, is
can we get a QA regarding the prototype process? But also, let's talk about a giveaway.
Oh, okay. Send your questions about our prototype procedures in. We're going to start a giveaway here.
Do you want me to read out some of the previous questions too that we?
Yeah, if you have some questions.
Why don't you start? Yeah.
So Bunyard says, "What watch is Nathaniel wearing?" You can answer that real quick.
That is the SB watch. That's their Sands 13. I normally run automatics. This is just a beautiful, clean kind of SB watch. They're pretty cool guys. What do we have related to?
That's the SB watch with our blackout NATO.
I do have a blackout NATO strap on there, which I don't know that we even have listed on the website.
I think we have PVD as an option.
If you want PVD, black hardware to go with the black strap, you might have to bug us about it.
A bunch of people want the large cuff, but that's
dream it.
A normal dream.
That's a normal dream. There's reasons why we can't offer that, and it has to do with sizing and fitment.
If you come in here with a bottle of whiskey,
you might.
Then we can talk about it.
And then we're still going to charge you a lot.
How do our brass key hooks patina?
Brass patina is like brass, so it gets darker. If you're buying, just so you know, any of our hardware, it's going to come with a clear coat on it. So if you're buying antique brass, it's been antiqued and then clear coated. You're going to watch the clear coat wear away. You're going to watch the antiquing wear away. It's going to get down to raw, and then you're going to see actual brass patina happen. So, and that's true for matte nickel. Well, it's going to take a lot longer for matte nickel or PVD. It's got a coating on it, even though it's solid brass. Eventually, the matte nickel will wear away. The PVD black will wear away, and it's going to start showing the raw brass through it. So,
okay.
What else?
Do we make products for other companies? Do we co-brand with other companies?
We have co-branded with a couple other companies that were kind of like good fits. Some of them are just friends of ours. Things that we do are like a lot of coasters. We've done mouse pads and kind of corporate gift ideas where we stamp their logo.
A lot more corporate gifts than we do co-branded.
It's more corporate products than we actually co-brand.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a bulk order thing where they buy, 400 coasters and stamp their logo into it. And
wholesale information is on the website.
Yeah.
At the very bottom is an option to apply for the wholesale. So.
Now that being said, we don't often co-brand our signature stuff, and signature meaning like our original design, port wallets, stuff like that. We do that for friends like Ryan Bones, our chiropractor doctor guy, who you might have seen on previous episodes. We'll do stuff like that.
But he's also not retailing them.
He's not retailing them.
They're gifts as well.
This is stuff like that. It's gifts. He recommends a minimal front pocket wallet to just save your spine. So our signature stuff is really kind of not restricted to friends of the brand or people. But
Charles says Brave Star and Craft and Lore.
Dude, Mick at Brave Star, we get Mick and I would love to do. In fact, the thing that we've been talking about for a while is a vest. I'm a vest guy. I feel like vests should be bigger in the men's style world than they are, but not everyone agrees with that. But I've always told Mick he needs to do a vest offering, and I would love to be a part of that. And he's interested, but he's like me, where we both run around trying to keep our brands alive, and just we're always scattered in a lot of ways.
Very humongous growth last year as well.
Yeah.
It's probably it's on the back burner right now, but let's just not.
I just need to get Mick to move from LA to North Idaho.
Now we're talking.
Him and I could hang out and go ride motorcycles and build denim stuff together, and then it would happen.
Why don't you guys tell him?
Go tell Mick and harass him
that you guys want to Craft and Lore.
Tell him to get out of LA. It's not even cool down there, and come up here.
A. Robbins wants to know about the possible Craft and Lore shirts with the axe on the front. Charles Bronson and Joseph Patano also seconded that.
You know what?
They're really interested in merch.
We got to get merch. We got to get swag going.
Merch is back on the table. Now that we've grown quite a bit, we're very particular about the designs for T-shirts too, just as we are with our wallets and other products. And so it's been something that Nathaniel and I have tried to work out for years now, but we will.
I've had shirts made by a longtime friend of mine who kind of has his own little shop, and sometimes he's busy doing other stuff. But I probably just have to go to some organization that's going to produce and keep us stocked instead of the small brands who just can't always keep up. So shirts are a thing. I would like to solicit a local designer. We've got a couple of guys we love and know in mind that could come up with something cool for a design that's not just straight up brand shirt or design, but just, I don't know, like a cool graphic that could appeal to anybody.
Something you'd want to wear.
You just want to wear.
Subtly co-branded.
It doesn't
subtly branded.
It doesn't need to be in your face.
Right.
Marketing
for
whatever.
us.
Right. Yeah, we don't want that, honestly. We try to make everything we do, even the stickers. Like we try not to make it super obvious. It's a brand per se. They're fun to
sometimes
look
just
at.
encouraging the lifestyle or the adventure or good things that people might like. So. It's on our list, and hopefully we'll do another drop of shirts and all that gear coming up. What else?
A. Robin says he liked the jacket that I had with the Veg Tan pocket suit on it. That is an LC King chore coat, and Ty is wearing one right now in denim, super faded. It's super cool. It's a great coat if you're doing manual labor or anything like that. It has a nice pocket setup to store your stuff on it. That Veg Tan pocket was actually due to a pen explosion in my front pocket.
What a great story, dude.
So you gotta take the punches as they come. So I sewed a Veg Tan.
That thing was stiff too.
A Veg Tan piece over the ink dyed pocket, and but LC King is a phenomenal company if you're looking for short coats.
Tennessee. Yeah, they're making them down in Tennessee. Yeah, so they're a small brand like us.
Those little small brands that create good jackets, gear, pants, things like that. Like
even our last episode, everyone was calling me a train conductor. I was wearing an LC King vest. It's one of their like herringbone, like it's good stuff. And everywhere I go, people want to know where you get that.
Nathaniel and I always geek over those little small brands. Actually, Red Clouds is another one, which we post a lot about.
Don't get started on that.
Those pants.
I'm so excited.
They just did a release today, and I got a pair, and Nathaniel got a pair plus.
Three pairs.
Oh, they were plus 3 pairs. Yeah. His favorite pants.
Yeah. So
the best pant.
If you guys are looking for the best pant,
they're work pant. Okay, they're double enforced knee. They're riveted. They've got the side pockets for phone, knives, whatever. But redcloudscollective.com. Do not go to redclouds.com. You will be dismayed in a bad way. Go to redcloudscollective.com. They just dropped it's the GN01 work pant. And it's tailored, it's fitted, it's got all the gear on it. They did it in Cone Mills denim. They did it with a walnut canvas. I've been wearing a lot of black canvas, but I just got all their newest drops. So
can't wait to see them.
I'm super excited for that.
Excited for mine.
Before we go to the first giveaway, because I'm gonna pause QA.
Let's give away, yeah.
Let me just mention Boot Hunter. I saw your comment. We would love to do the Maker Monday podcast with you if you're in the area. Let us know. We'll get it scheduled. We would love to have you. So
Boot Hunter has a pair of our task boots. Actually, we missed him last time he was running through town, and I know that he's got a pair of task boots. But it would be rad to get together with you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's pause for just a second. You can keep the QA running. If you guys want to ask questions, go ahead and drop them there in the comments. But in the meantime, we're going to give away this EDC tray first.
The tray first.
And let's see here. Our number range is going to be 1 to 100.
Oh, there you go. Throw your numbers in. Whoever guesses the right number. Does Ty have all these?
Ty has all of them already.
Our fearless commander, Reichsmarshal. Can you say Reichsmarshal?
In chief back here.
He's operating right now. he's going to call out the winner. But the EDC tray is perfect for throwing your wallet, keys in, nightstand, entry table, remote controls for your Roku device. We're a Roku investors.
Buy Roku.
Ooh, yeah, buy Roku.
Chris Newey says you guys made me want a pair of those pants, but so bad. But I spend too much on craft and lore. Damn you, Nathaniel, getting me on all fronts.
Tactical Teddy.
Nice Tactical Teddy. Good win. Christopher Newey, you can thank me for turning you on to quality all day. That makes your life better. It's worth every penny. Red Clouds is $100 off today on this Lodge and Memorial Day sale.
It's the best price you'll see.
You will not get a better price. Like
Even Boot Hunter's giving it the thumbs up for Red
I was
Cloud.
tempted to buy 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm spoiled now, and I'm really glad they dropped it because I waited months for them to bring back the pants.
Let's go ahead and stop numbers.
Numbers. Game
someone
has
already won.
been won. EDC. Let's do another giveaway, Mike.
Let's do the second one right off the bat.
Okay,
Here.
EDC is won by Tactical
Teddy.
Thank you, Tactical Teddy. Tactical Teddy, we need your contact information because if you don't contact us, we don't send you free stuff.
I think I might have them on Instagram, but go ahead and send us info@craftandlore.com.
Tell us what you won. You won a valet tray, and then give us your shipping address, your OnlyFans account, your phone number,
blood type,
email,
whatever,
for your tracking, and we'll get that out in the mail for you. Thank you. We appreciate you, man.
All right, so next up, and everyone's going to want this, I think, it's the crosshatch.
You should want this.
Limited edition.
Tell us about the crosshatch, Mike.
It's hand-dyed vegetable tan from Italy.
Why is it called crosshatch, though?
It's using some crazy brush technique that literally leaves a crosshatch pattern, believe it or not.
Yeah, get on the website, look up
wallet.
crosshatch. I don't think it's even available on our website anymore, is it?
It is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a limited amount of the, I believe we call this one whiskey.
This is the whiskey color
that correct, Ty?
crosshatch. Yeah, it is.
Whiskey crosshatch available. There's still a handful of these still available. Anyway, someone's going to win one right now. I'm going to call out the number here in just a moment, unless Ty already has.
Nope.
Ty, why don't you go ahead and drop the number in chat there? We're at 101 to 200. Numbers is 101 to 200. Drop your best guess there.
Throw numbers in. You will get throttled if you comment too fast, but the winning number is in between 101 and 200, and you're going to take home a free crosshatch port wallet. It'll be called out in the chat here once the winner is accepted.
Adam Robbins is roasting other people.
Yeah. Yes, Adam Robbins. I take a Tactical Teddy to bed every night because it makes me feel safe and secure.
Is that the 308, the 9 mil? I mean, what caliber does that Tactical Teddy go in?
All the calibers.
We got a winner already again.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Who is it?
Buck.
Buck.
You got.
If your name is Buck, you won a crosshatch port wallet, and all you have to do is contact us.
It's simple.
It's really hard, actually.
info@craftandlore.com.
You probably don't want to do it.
Send me.
Have people not contact us?
Yes, I've had to chase people down, and I don't like to do it.
We won't. We're not going to chase you down. If you want free handmade leather goods, you got to write an email with your contact information. So this is a beautiful handmade crosshatch wallet. In the email, tell us that you won the crosshatch. Give us your shipping address. And we're going to send it out, and you're going to be stoked.
Everybody else, stop numbers.
Yeah.
Please.
I think we sell this for $60, so that's a pretty good win. I mean,
it's free 90 free right now.
I'd be pretty stoked if I won anything worth that kind of amount. I don't play online games
I will
much.
take 20 Doge coins.
If you have Doge.
For the shipping cost, though.
We're big fans on Doge, so.
All right. Stop the numbers, please. They're still going.
Is enough these days.
Yeah, 20 Doge is good.
31 cents, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Are we just doing the last one now?
I'd like to do a couple more QAs before we get fully involved in the last giveaway here.
Okay.
Do we have any pressing questions? Did you guys either see anything interesting?
Go ahead and throw anything you have in the chat. Let us know. If someone doesn't claim something, I think it should go to me or Adam. What you think, Adam? Chris Newey, you can retract that message, but we saw it.
Adam, yes. Come on, guys. Any question or answer stuff that you want to ask, do it now. Otherwise, we'll do another giveaway. And we'll call it Friday. We'll go play some Xbox.
Ooh.
Sounds like incentive.
Incentive, maybe. They're probably tired. I mean, they're probably tired of hearing us talk.
Yeah.
Kent Ward, how'd you land on 4 ounce? What made it the winner for our wallets?
Oh,
That's a good question.
that's a great question.
Yeah.
3 ounce is doable for a lot of designs. Some people prefer it because obviously it's a thinner ounce, so the wallet becomes more slim. 4 ounce is just that I don't know, that bulletproof. Like when you pick it up and you feel 4 ounce. I get this actually more from guys that order shell Coeur d'Alene. People that order shell Coeur d'Alene, they want that 4 or 5 ounce leather. And in a port wallet, like that 4.5, 5 ounce is like absurd in my opinion. Like it's like thick, man. It's really thick, but
Good for Northwestwards.
good for Northwestwards,
Yeah.
good for notebook holders. Even insiders, you can go that 4 to 5 ounce range, but it's tough. We mentioned earlier finding, the right leather for the right job. We keep mentioning that includes the thickness for sure.
What are we drinking?
Oh, we never told everyone what we're drinking. Well, we've still got some Redbreast Irish whiskey in the Craft and Lore decanter up front. JP Weiser's out of Canada. It's a blended Canadian whiskey. Douglas, you were drinking...
Appelweizen.
He's drinking the Craft and Lore homebrew.
There you go.
Not for sale, just so everyone is fully aware. We don't sell any alcohol here, but it's our own blend that we drink. What are you drinking, Nathaniel?
I'm drinking Michael's homebrew Appelweizen, which, Ryan, you're kind of dry over there, dude.
I know.
You need some of that, or you want a little warm up, or... for those who want high-end quality Irish whiskey, Redbreast is a go-to all day long. Where'd I...
Charles Bronson says, when are you guys going on... What do you say? Yeah, when are you guys going on a hike? All the time.
Hopefully soon, dude.
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
We're getting some love for a blue Pueblo.
Okay.
That'd be beautiful.
We do want to hear that because we love Pueblo and we're looking at the next color to drop for it. So...
Yeah, we... our first experience with Pueblo was it cognac?
It was the cognac and
Really
the green
and
olive,
cognac.
Olive, yeah.
And we really, really liked them. We were very blown away by just, man, the texture of them.
It's so good.
It's just an
Pueblo's
amazing leather.
Top leather.
It will make a return for sure. And especially if you guys are looking for a specific color, let us know. Someone mentioned purple earlier. I would love to eventually do like a crazy plum purple color of something. We'll see.
I feel like it's a smaller crowd that wants purple
But we're
stuff.
right here to please, man.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. We'll do anything. We will do anything for $1. We'll do it twice.
That smaller crowd will come out in forest, Chad. Just you watch. We post purple, they'll be out.
Purple, I mean...
Adam
I'm sure we'll please Adam Robbins at least.
Adam Robbins, I gotta say, I think the reverse natural shell port I just got is a freaking unicorn.
He did, yeah.
Man, you scored one of the best ones I've ever seen. Yeah. We're getting tons of questions here. Watch bands. We are expanding the watch band line at some point to include either more colors and also maybe a standard watch band that's not NATO style. We haven't fully fleshed that out yet, so I have no timeline for you or any promises, but something we are looking at. Violet Pueblo is killer. Yeah, I agree.
You're a very small
Oh, there's two people.
category.
Two people in there already agreed, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
people. Good.
He's a hater, if you couldn't tell. There'll
It's
be
not that
some.
I'm a hater. I
There'll be
don't
something.
mind it.
There'll be something.
About purple?
Yeah.
When we make
There'll be
an
something.
effort on a thing, we don't go for the smallest crowd possible, and that's just good business, Mr. Businessman.
The purple Pueblo, though,
But it
surprisingly
looks good.
dark.
Yeah. It's just a small crowd.
Chris Newey has pics of natural Pueblo patina. That'd be interesting.
Natural.
Yeah, if
Pueblo.
you guys aren't already
Alright.
in the lounge, the Facebook lounge, we've had some awesome freaking patina photos posted in there.
Get in our Facebook group, the lounge. We'll interact with you direct through our Facebook, and you can actually throw in a lot of opinions, suggestions on things that we should drop. We really do listen a lot, so more people that harp on a thing, like we're gonna move that way.
Just
Typically,
flood it with purple wallets.
don't flood it with purple.
Just
I might.
just
All the
something
people that want
use
purple
for-
wallets,
I
or
might
to troll him,
Or
for
I
all,
might hate you.
for all of his negative comments.
Or I might drop some funny GIFs, memes, whatever, like making fun of you. That might happen too. So I hope you have a thick skin, because I get made fun of all day. I work with this guy. So I hope you can get made fun of all day too. It'll make you stronger, make you better.
Kent Ward says purple will be the only video that doesn't get a downvote.
Kent, my man. I love you, dude.
Wait, does he know something we don't? Is he the one?
It's him.
No, he just knows that
I
the
knew
downvoter is a purple lover. And so it all makes sense. Thank
He
you,
would
Ken.
still get one downvote because Chad would downvote it on.
I would.
Damn it, Tyler.
I would be the one guy downvoting my own video.
Purple is the wave. All right, that's another
Okay.
new guy. All right, let's get over the purple conversation, because at the end of the day,
It's not gonna happen.
I'll buy the leather, and he won't even know.
Oh, Michael did.
All right, we are giving away one amazing dark brown pull up northwestward.
What's it for? What does it do?
What does it do?
Hashtag what's it for?
It's got two button boys on the front. Looks kind of like an envelope or some sort of device.
Is it like a fidget device?
I mean,
Do you spin it?
the world's your oyster, man.
Just spin it on your finger.
Just fidget that thing, dude. This
For
is a fidget notebook.
For those unfamiliar, it does hold a passport or notebook here in the middle. We like field notes or word notebooks here. You got two slots for debit, credit cards, or business cards. A center pen slot. There's a list of pens on the website that fit this center slot. And then there's room for cash behind this little notebook area here. It's a pretty sweet little deal. Mostly I carry one just to write down notes of things, shopping lists, things like that. I miss writing with a pen. I don't know how you probably do everything on your phone. I don't know, but I love this thing for writing down little ideas or whatever have you. We're giving one away. You can get it for free. And all you have to do is follow the simple rules. Okay?
If it's free, it's for me.
What he said.
Yeah. Writing. I'll let you go ahead and start it.
No, go ahead,
Talk
man.
about it.
Go.
But writing is one of those things that a lot of people don't think about it, but you don't realize how infrequently you actually physically handwrite anything. When you think about it, how often have you written something down with a pen and paper in the last week? And maybe doctor's appointments, maybe official things, DMV, like those kind of things, you're filling out forms. But if you really think about it, you don't write things very often. You're typing things on your phone, you're setting reminders.
Go ahead.
But there's something special to that pen and paper tactile feel of writing something down. And it's something that you miss out in kind of the modern age of typing every note on your cell phone and having it remind you. So yeah,
All right.
definitely something to think about.
Number range 201 to 300 northwestward and dark brown pull up. Go.
We're going to call the winner real soon here, if you can say the right number. So try to pick the winning number if you can help it. Tyler will be the one to message that you
So you guys
won.
can see this is the giveaway notebook, and these are all the old numbers for giveaways.
Don't look at the old numbers. Mike's making the giveaways go a lot faster this episode. He's making it happen right away. He's tired of waiting for a winner.
It's too late for deep thoughts, Ryan.
It's okay to have deep thoughts during gameplay. Already over.
We were just talking about this. Tactical Teddy won twice.
Second
Time. We were just talking about
So Tactical Teddy just won again.
Should we give away this? Should we give away one of this thing here?
You know, it doesn't hurt us because it saves us on shipping money. But I feel bad for everyone else who's playing the game.
Okay, should we do a bigger number range for this guy?
We'll do That's like that's like our cheapest item. We have a brass bead we're gonna give away, our EDC bead. So no, we're not gonna do a bigger number to answer your question. But we're gonna have to in future episodes make it like a one winner per episode because there's a lot of people playing right now that miss out.
Hear that, Teddy? He's just dogging on you right now.
No, Teddy's he's great. He won 2 things in an episode. So
all right, stop numbers because we're gonna give away something else. What do you want to give away, dude?
We're giving away an EDC bead. So for all of our EDC friends, we've got a bit of olive green paracord with a solid brass, kind of a hammered textured antique.
Will you write him a number range?
Bead. Hey, hand me my knife over there, by the way. So an EDC bead is where you just lanyard up your EDC items. It could be a brass knuck, your pocket knife. If you've got one of our combs, where's my wallet? I have a bead on my comb. They retail for 20.
Send them the number.
$20, $22. But we're gonna give away another one here. But I will say, if you've already won, you can't win again. I'm gonna go tell Tyler the winning numbers here. So
Douglas already did.
I already got it.
He's already way ahead of you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're okay.
Tactical Teddy said he'll step down for this one.
No. Oh, for the bead, yeah.
I'm the master of the bead.
Okay. No, Teddy won big.
Well, he just voluntarily just stepped down.
And I appreciate it. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Thanks, Teddy.
Thank you, Teddy.
You're the realist.
You are the real one.
He's the real one.
We appreciate it, but we have noticed we've getting a lot of double winners every episode.
You guys are smart.
I know we got to do something. Anyways, let's fire up that game. We'll send out a brass bead for your EDC item.
Ooh.
Yeah, do you want me to type in the number range?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Ty, you go ahead and
make it happen while we BS up here. Is there anything else? Other questions? Do you guys have anything for us? I know sorry, is that too loud?
That's too loud. It's the last Q&A, guys. Keep the questions in.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5:15. Most people are getting off work. I'd like to get off work.
Between 500 and 700. Go.
Oh, he did make it bigger. Okay.
I don't remember what the number was, but I feel like someone was already close to it.
Lucas White with the 666 right off the bat. Wow.
Mike, what are you doing this Memorial Day weekend?
Dude, I've got so much lawn work to do because the rain's been real the last few days.
Lawn work?
Yeah.
Eesh.
Let's see. What else?
Someone got it, Ty.
Oh, I didn't pop up on my end.
I think we're camping at Round Lake.
I won't say it then in case.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got to leave it to Ty.
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
Yeah. I think we might go camping for Memorial Day weekend here.
I would say in this case, since you already called it out, you might as well call it and say who it is.
Now Tyler's making it worse.
No, go for it.
Tyler just
Go for it.
made love to the poodle.
Who was it, Douglas?
Just know that whoever we say is the winner.
So,
don't argue.
Silent S was $6.94.
Silent S has only won 39 times.
He's only won. Yeah. Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, I got it. He was definitely the first.
Is that
one.
Pano? Is that what it is?
You got a brass bead, Silent S, so you better contact us.
Yeah, he knows the drill.
You know the drill.
Fair,
You've been there.
This long afterwards, not one of them is still through.
Yeah, no one.
Yeah.
Still, no one's.
To be
got
fair,
it,
there's
so.
a lot of fail numbers in there, guys.
You get too many
Also-
chefs in the kitchen. And
Also, who's bidding over 700 there? I saw a few that weren't even in the right range.
You gotta keep it in the range if you want to play.
Oh my goodness, man!
All right. Good game. It's 5:17 on my watch, and I want to go home.
Yeah.
It's been a great. Thank
It's
you guys.
dinner time.
We appreciate you. We're sending you some of you.
People are
Good
getting free stuff as always.
Yeah.
Man.
Thanks for joining in. Thanks for playing the games.
We'll see you guys in the lounge. We'll see you on Instagram, and until next month, we'll have another live stream at the end of next month.
Cheers.